diabetes sponsor this year in Senate Bill 66. And I'm looking at all of these signs and I'm getting a little emotional because I remember being in rooms when we were conceiving of the Prescription Drug Ability Board back in 2018, 2019, when we wanted to fight for it in 2020. And fast forward to today, when we really should be looking at our patients and communities and saying this is something that should be realized, right? Because you all have been asking for it for a long time, I heard somebody say yes, that is true, yes. But this is the year that we get to do that together because we know that patients need this right now, that our communities need this right now, right? And the dynamic that you heard from Rep. Syed, where pharma, where lobbyists, where industry want to dictate to us what the data shows is wrong. Because what I am led by is community members that are saying right now, I'm making a choice between my prescription drugs and my rent. I'm making a choice between my insulin and food today. I'm making a choice between this treatment and maybe buying that new backpack for my child. Our communities are making incredibly tough decisions. That's not what industry is doing. They're thinking about the millions of dollars and where it's gonna go in their internal coffer. And this isn't a theory. My uncle just passed away on Friday. And when they do the post-mortem on things, it'll say natural causes. But I know what it was. It was because he didn't have his insulin. It was because he didn't have his medications. It's what happens when someone doesn't have what they need to live a dignified life. That's what happens to people, right? They don't get to be on this earth doing what we want them to do, which is to live and thrive and survive, and more than that, right? So you have an incredible power today in these stories. We've heard from you all, the tough decisions that you're making, who you're speaking to, the doors that you're knocking, the hundreds of miles that you drove and came to remind Springfield of its obligation to act in this moment. Because healthcare is a human right. And it's not just at the federal government, because we will continue pushing back on that force as well. But that here at the state level, we have an obligation in this moment to meet you all by making sure that prescription drug affordability is assigned to its respective committees, that it is heard, that it is voted out, that our colleagues see you all with a dignified vote. That is what success looks like this year, and we will be with you every step of the way.
Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to keep up to date with news from the caucus. For more information on what the senator is working on, please follow them on social media using the links in the description below.